Aoi's silhouette is just out of reach. If only my weak body could pick up its pace, I might be able to reach her before she fades away.
Stop!
Her unexpected commands fulfill its purpose. I halt, my shoes skidding across the wet ground. Aoi's closer than I expected her to be. Perhaps through some trick of the light and rain, she simply seemed farther away to my hired eyes.
Aoi, please! Let me help you! There's nothing to be done.
Then why is she asking us for help? Oh, I don't get her, dude. Konnichiwa, minasan, Kazu desu. Welcome back to Corpse Factory. Thanks so much for joining me. Let's continue. Let's get my show. Alright, so last time, we ran into Tomoe and Shinya's date at the park. The dreadful Tomoe. And then after that, we went home. And then now the next morning, we're here. I'm guessing it's a library? But anyways, let's continue. I spent all morning trying unsuccessfully to calm my nerves. I'm anxious about finding out whether my latest victim has perished. It's afternoon now, so the time written on his photo has passed. If my work was successful, I should known soon enough. I've already set up an obituary news alert on my phone to keep me informed. Instead of sitting at home all day and waiting for my phone to go off, I decided to visit an old favorite hangout. Public libraries don't get the credit they deserve in this age. They're quiet, calm, soothing. I can sit here for hours for free and just get lost in different worlds. Plus, they always carry works by my favorite authors. Sometimes librarians are even kind enough to recommend titles that might fit my taste. I don't feel judged here. Nobody looks at me and mocks my clothing or my makeup. Nobody looks at me and asks if I have enough to eat lately. Nobody makes fun of me, that lonely girl in the corner reading Lovecraft and calmly stroking her hair. Every so often, I put my book aside and check my phone out of habit. Still no alerts. Have I miscalculated something? Did my latest photo not look convincing or damning enough to inspire suicide or murder? I find myself growing increasingly anxious and impatient.
Cthulhu, huh? You a Lovecraft nerd?
Who the hell is this? Kojiro. I blinked twice and looked up at the strange man standing over me.
Huh?
Sus, didn't mean to interrupt. Notice you're reading Lovecraft. Huh, in Japanese too. Didn't know this book had been translated.
Yeah. My English isn't great, so I read the translated versions.
That's mad. Do they translate esoteric names? Can't imagine Cthulhu being easy to write in kanji.
Well, it's written in katakana, so...
Of course. Kojiro.
The man extends a hand, and I can't tell if he wants me to shake it or pass him my book.
What?
I'm Kojiro. You?
Noriko. Kurosawa.
Nice. Just Kojiro for me. No last name. Call me Koji.
You don't have a last name?
Used to. Lost it. Fire, you know. I'm just Kojiro now.
This guy's weird. His clothes smells like they've been stashed in the back of a closet for a decade or two. His face is unshaven and his eyes are scarily clear and focused, despite being masked by a pair of thick glasses.
Didn't mean to keep you. Saws again. I'm looking for Nobel Sinclair. He around here?
I mean, I don't know. Who?
Writer guy? Did that book about befriending the dead? The librarian told me to check these shelves.
Sorry, I don't really know.
No worries. I'll find him. You know, you look like the type who'd enjoy his books. Not to judge you by your cover. Need a strong stomach, though. Messed up shit.
As much as I hate to admit it, this stranger has captured my interest.
How messed up are we talking?
Well, his first book describes dressing up corpses, taking them to dinner. Goal is to not get caught out. Mad, right?
What the hell?
Like something out of that American movie. Weekend with Bernard? Or something like that. Second book goes nuts. Main character fills the school classroom with bodies, all dressed up as students. Runs lectures and records them, puts them online. Best part? No one can figure out if these books are fiction. Internet says Nobel Sinclair actually did these things. Says he's doing time now. writing these books as a confession.
Holy shit.
Interesting.
Right? It's deranged. Makes for a good bedtime reading.
Huh.
You want noise? Well, of course you are.
Yeah. You?
Yeah, at Koji Koji. Add me if you like. We can talk shop. I'm gonna find Obel. Wish me luck.
And without so much as a glance back at me, the man walks away. Really cool. Not asking for the handle back, but just giving it out? Yeah. I try to return to my reading, but that whole conversation just replays back in my head. What a bizarre encounter. Maybe I'll just head home for today. Being here has helped me calm down, but I'm still eagerly anticipating the fate of my victim. Besides, I have to admit that I'm growing a little bit hungry. Maybe onigiri, a race ball, from the convenience store will tide me over until tomorrow. I gather my things and stand up, letting out a little whew as I stretch my muscles. As I head towards the sliding doors to leave the library, a little alert sounds from my phone. This is it. My phone is in my hands in less than a second, the screen unlocked, and the obituary page loading before my eyes. Online today, 2:39 p.m. Keywords found. Accident numerical days 20 to 30. Image found, yes. Saturday, May 30. Eiichi Hanada, 22, Tokyo Prefecture, was pronounced dead this afternoon at a traffic intersection, 12:02 p.m. Coroner's office reports that Mr. Hanada was involved in a traffic accident. No other casualties has been reported. Mr. Hanada is survived by his fiancée, who wishes to remain anonymous. A funeral service has not been yet arranged. New image attachment. Oh my god. I quickly load the image attachment and can't believe my eyes. It is him. The photo is the exact same one that was sent to me through Corpse Girl's website. There can be absolutely no doubt that this is my latest victim. I've done it again. My breathing starts to quicken. My cheeks begin to grow hot. I know from experience that if I don't go somewhere private and quickly, I may very well make a fool of myself in public, like you had a seizure in that bathroom. I quickly glance around the library for a sign pointing to a restroom. There you go. As soon as my eyes settle on it, I dash toward it, swerving between bookshelves and through narrow aisles. There's one door for a unisex bathroom and an unremarkable beige portal. The muscles in my thighs are tightening, and I squirm as I reach for that door. My hand grabs the cool metal handle and presses down, only to be met with immovable resistance. Oh, it's locked. It's locked. There's a sign on the door. I notice as I completely ignore it in my haste. Closed for cleaning.
Shit.
I curse despite my best efforts to keep a low profile. My head turns frantically, looking for somewhere, anywhere, that I can sit down and remain out of sight while my body reacts erratically to my latest success.
Yo, you busted?
Ooh. Ho. This guy again.
I need to use the restroom.
I hope you can tell the expression on my face is not one of desperation to use the facilities.
On it.
What are you gonna do? You gonna break it open? To my surprise, Kojiro strides up to the restroom door and begins to slam his fist against it.
Hey, cleaning time is over. Get out of there.
What? I hear a panicked yelp from within. Kojiro's commanding voice was more than a little intimidating. Within seconds, a terrified old woman emerges. She wheels her cleaning trolley around us, bows quickly, and disappears from sight.
All yours. About to hold it.
Holy shit.
Thanks.
I dash past Kojiro, unable to believe what is happening here. I slam the door behind me and slip into a cubicle. As soon as I sit atop the toilet's closed lid, my legs begin to shake uncontrollably, and I have to lean backwards to steady myself. Eiichi Hanada is dead, killed in a traffic accident. That could mean anything, but I'm willing to bet that I caused his death. After seeing the photo of his dismembered corpse, he might have purposefully crashed his car. Or perhaps someone else rammed his vehicle, intent on murdering him on behalf of Corpse Girl. I still don't know how my power works. I don't know why these victims end up dead. But the cause of death ultimately doesn't matter. What matters is that Corpse Girl is victorious once more. I find myself panting, squirming, struggling to restrain myself. My vision fogs, my knuckles clenched. And with barely a fanfare, I begin to cool down all of a sudden. Just like that, the overwhelming urge to explode simply flutters away. Huh? My breathing regulates, my legs solidify and rest firmly on the ground. This experience wasn't nearly as staggering as last time. Maybe because I was so confident that this victim would die, my body already prepared itself for it. Have I already become desensitized to my ability to wield death itself? I won't pretend that I'm not disappointed. That exhilarating feeling I experienced last time, a complete and utter loss of control, it was addicting. I craved experiencing it again. Still, I need to remind myself of the most important thing. I fulfilled the request issued to Corpse Girl. That's 2 new victories in a row. 2 victories in a single week. As long as requests keep coming in, I can keep achieving my goals. I can do this. Full of confidence and feeling steady once more, I exit the cubicle and leave the bathroom. That strange man, Kojiro, is waiting for me at the end of the aisle.
You good?
Yeah. Hey, thanks for... I really needed the bathroom.
Of course. Been there. Gotta go when you gotta go. Look what I found.
Kojiro holds up a book with a plain black cover. Oh, is that Nobel Sinclair or whatever?
Nobel Sinclair's latest.
There it is.
Dazed by the Dead. It's a ripper.
Oh, what's that one about?
Falling in love with the dead. Read it already last year. Time for another go. Oh, here.
Strange flower. Kojiro hands another book to me, this one with a brown cover, and an illustration on the front depicts a field of flowers.
What's this?
Sinclair's first ever published work. Strange Flower. Title's nonsense. This is the one where he puts corpses in suits, treats them to meals at fancy restaurants. Loaned it out under my name. You take it. Return it before the due date. Can't risk getting fined.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll be sure to read it.
Sure. Send me your thoughts and noise.
Oh, that's how you ask it. Ask for the handle back.
Right. Be seeing you.
A brief wave of his hand and he disappears behind the closest shelves. I can't really get over how peculiar he is, but he certainly is making an effort to be friendly. I turn the heavy book over in my hands and look inside the front cover for a publication date. 2009. It actually is not that old, definitely not as old as the fiction I normally consume. I shrug and hoist the bulky tome underneath my arm, then make for the library's exit. I feel uncommonly hungry on my way home, so much so that I decide to stop by a restaurant and get some dinner. I wonder if killing stirs my appetite. I often pass this establishment when I exit the train station in Akihabara. It's an old venue that serves traditional Japanese food as well as popular Western dishes. To say that I've always been curious about eating here would be accurate. I've been working hard lately, achieving my goals. I can afford to treat myself to a cooked meal, right? Why do I find it so hard to justify that? I'm even going to eat at a booth tonight, another rarity for me. A waitress guides me to an empty booth, and I slide in before looking at the menu. The house specialty, according to the menu, is in my hands, is grilled eel. Not exactly my favorite. In fact, seafood of any variety doesn't sit well in my stomach. I decide to pass on the specials and order something I know I can digest. Omurice. Sounds good. I used to eat it a lot as a kid. Omelette, rice, and ketchup. Was not to like, plus it's only 700 yen before tax. The waitress returns to take my order, and I confidently point out what I like. She offers me a smile and hurries off to the next table. Perhaps my recent victory streaks has given me a courage boost, because I hardly feel awkward or anxious sitting here, surrounded by people eating and drinking on all sides. I'm somewhat calm and at ease amidst the hustle and bustle of the restaurant. I almost feel like it might be nice to have company, a friend, perhaps Aoi or even Shinya, might be nice to talk to and pass time with. Oh well, in a way, I do have some company. I retrieved a book from my handbag, the very same book Kojiro lent to me, and I open it up to the first chapter. Strange Flower, an odd, apparently meaningless title. Still, it comes highly recommended by an eccentric stranger, so it must be good. My meal arrives when I'm a few pages into the book. I thank the waitress and look at the omurice before me. It smells good. It presents beautifully. I can probably eat at least a quarter of this portion without feeling ill. I pick up a spoon and slice through the middle of the omelette, causing a puff of steam to billow up. Throwing caution to the wind, I scoop out a good amount and bring it to my mouth. It's delicious. There's no other word to describe it. The convenience store meals I normally eat can't even compare to something like this. The egg is soft, the rice is fluffy, and there's just enough ketchup along the top. I take a second mouthful, then a third. I can't help but giggle a little at the thought of myself sitting here, eating like a normal person. Also, she knows she's not normal. All the people around me probably think I'm a normal person, too. There's a girl sitting at a restaurant eating her dinner. Another quiet giggle escapes my lips and I gently dab my mouth with a napkin. I set my spoon to the side and return to the book in front of me. The author of this work certainly is interesting. Noel Sinclair. According to the bio inside the front cover, he moved to Japan from overseas at a young age. The book was written originally in Japanese. It's not a translation, but even so, the writing style is quite unusual. I can't quite put my finger on what is strange about it. Maybe it's the lack of complex kanji used throughout. Everything is written rather simply, in hiragana, almost like its intended audience is elementary school kids. That can't be right. Themes contained within are truly disturbing. Maybe the author just doesn't have the greatest comprehension of writing in Japanese. It's true that a lot of adults have trouble with complex kanji. Professional authors, though, not so much. Anyway, it's not like it matters too much. The book is interesting enough to keep me turning pages. I must be completely absorbed in reading because before I know it, a waitress politely let me know that the restaurant is closing soon. Wow, how long have you been here? I nod and look at the plate of rice in front of me. The meal has gone cold and I only ate 3 bites. Still, I'm feeling full now and I really enjoyed what I did eat. I don't even feel any added weight on my hips as I get to my feet. That's definitely a positive thing. I stretch my arms and legs, put my book in my bag and offer the waitress some money along with the bill. A blast of frigid night air nearly sweeps me off my feet when I step out of the restaurant. If I'd known the weather was going to take a turn for the worse, I would have brought my scarf and jacket. It's the end of spring, so unpredictable cold weather is pretty rare. I guess I can't be blamed for not bundling up. Anyway, it's not raining, and I'm close to home, so it shouldn't be a problem. I head down the street and watch a few shop owners closing their stores for the night. They don't pay me any mind as I wander by. My phone bursts to life and rings out in the quiet night air. I grab it and press it close to my ear for warmth.
Hello? Aoi? Noriko? Hello? Is this a bad time? No, I'm just walking home. You're out at this time of night? That's not like you. I stopped somewhere to eat. What's up? You stopped to eat? Say, about the new job. What is it? I spoke to the manager at the maid cafe, but he said I can't quit. He said that? Oh, well, it's not up to him. You have every right to quit. Did you tell him you've landed a new job? Yes, I told him. But he said he spent so much time and money training me that if I quit now, he'll treat it as stealing from the company and he'll call the police.
How does that work? What?
What a load of crap! Hang on. Are you at the cafe now? Yes, I just finished my shift. We're closing up. I'll be right there. I'm only a minute away anyway. I'm going to give your manager a piece of my mind. No, Noriko, you can't. Just watch me. I'll be right there.
I end the call despite Aoi's objections. I can't believe how furious I am. Aoi finally has an escape route for that god-awful job, and now the manager won't let her quit? That has to be illegal. I never met her manager, but I can just imagine his type. A self-important, wretched, greedy pig thinks he's the king of the world because he runs a shady maid cafe in the back streets. Well, I won't stand for it. People like him are the ones that should be reported to Corpse Girl's website. I love to target the victims like that. I change direction and take up running pace. Cool air against my face is kind of nice now that my body is warming up a little. Thankfully, there's hardly anyone around this time of night, so I don't feel particularly embarrassed by running in public. I'm not a terribly fit person, so isn't long before I feel out of breath. I come to a stop at the end of the street, heaving and clutching my chest.
Okay. I'm okay. Deep breaths.
After taking a moment to collect myself, I start back up. Walking briskly this time, I can see the maid cafe's illuminated sign ahead of me. I approach the entrance and read the neon board. Chateau de Cristal, welcome home, master. Drinks from just 400 yen. They will charge 500 yen per person, open till 10 p.m. every night. I pass the sign and reach for the door handle, just as somebody hurriedly throws the door open and emerges.
Noriko?
Aoi, told you I'd be here.
I'm really glad to see you.
Aoi gives me a brief wave. She fidgets nervously and straightens the ruffles in her dress.
I can't believe you have to wear this ridiculous outfit.
Yeah, but the costume isn't the worst part of the job.
I know. Listen, is your manager still here?
Aoi hesitates, then shakes her head sadly.
You just missed him. There are only a few girls inside closing up.
Damn it. Ugh, I really wanted to give him a piece of my mind.
Noriko, it's fine. I can continue working here. It's not so bad.
Hell no! Don't even pretend it's okay. This place is torturing you. You have that customer that always gropes you, and now your manager is controlling you? I won't stand for it, and you shouldn't either.
But what can I do?
I'm honestly stumped by that question. By the question. In all my hastiness to get here, I never even thought through a plan for Aoi. Damn it. That heartbreaking expression on her face. I just want to grab her, hug her, tell her everything's going to be okay. So, why can't I?
Aoi. I know you don't feel like it, but you're the strongest girl I know. All the shit you've dealt with over the years, all the shit you're still dealing with. You're brave, whether you know it or not. My issues pale in comparison to yours, but you still get up each and every day and do your best. I'm proud of you, and I want to make things easier for you. Come work with me at Temujin. Just leave this place behind. Forget all about it.
Noriko.
You're my best friend. You always will be. Even if we can't be anything more than that, I'm happy just having you in my life. I'd do anything for you, Aoi. I hope you realize that.
Of course. I know. Thank you, Noriko.
Let's get out of here. It's really late. Come back to my place.
What?
You know I can't. All my things are at home, and I need to check everything first. Otherwise...
I nod calmly. I understand. I can't push her too much.
Don't worry. I get it.
And the thing is, I can't just run away from this place. That stalking customer. He knows where I live, and, well, if I stop showing up to work, he said he'll visit me at home.
Why don't we go to the police?
I can't do that!
You can't do anything. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Without warning, Aoi bursts into tears just as rain begins to spill from the clouds. I can't get in trouble? What?
I can't get him in trouble.
What? Who is this? Why can't
I
you...
just can't.
What?
Aoi, what?
Yeah, what?
What is he?
He's... family.
What? What? A gust of wind blows down the narrow street, causing my hair to whip wildly in my face. I brush it on my eyes and mouth, only to see Aoi standing still, her head down.
The stalker. He's... family?
What?
I could never bring myself to tell you. But surely you must have wondered why I've put up with it for so long.
I don't know what to say. I'm stunned. You're putting up with it because you don't want him arrested.
Yes. If he goes to prison, the rest of my family will disown me.
What? Does your family know about this then? Like, what the
Truly
hell, dude?
everyone.
What? And they
You
won't
have
do anything
me.
about it?
You know what I mean. I'm just going to go home for tonight. Thanks for coming out to see me, Noriko.
Aoi turns on her heel and strolls away. The click-clack of her shoes against the wave pavement echoing through the street.
Aoi.
She doesn't hear me breathe her name, as she disappears into the darkness. That poor girl. There has to be something I can do. Oh, you're gonna kill him. Give her space, go after. Give her space, go after. What do I do here? Go after. I can't let her go. I can't let her just walk away as sad and helpless as she is. My legs lurch forward on their own volition, propelling my body through the rain-soaked street.
Aoi! Aoi, come back!
My shouts echo in the night, my witness words falling through the air like the very rain that patters against my face. Aoi's silhouette is just out of reach. If only my weak body could pick up its pace, I might be able to reach her before she fades away.
Stop!
Her unexpected commands fulfill its purpose. I halt, my shoes skidding across the wet ground. Aoi's closer than I expected her to be. Perhaps through some trick of the light and rain, she simply seemed farther away to my hired eyes.
Aoi, please. Let me help you.
There's nothing to be done.
Then why is she asking us for help? Like, oh, I don't get her, dude.
Why can't you take a hint? You just never give up, do you?
What is all this? She
Just
is
want to
twisting
smother
her
me.
mind, dude.
You don't trust me to handle things on my own.
That's not it. I just care for you so much.
Noriko, just go away, dude. Just turn around, just walk away. Oh my gosh, she has problems, dude.
I know that. You think you haven't made that clear in the past?
Rarely have I ever seen Aoi this angry. She's well past the point of being simply upset now. She's truly furious. Have I overstepped a boundary?
You're not my guardian angel, or my savior, or whatever. This is my life, Noriko. It's not your sick fantasy, where you swoop in and act like my knight in shining armor.
Aoi,
Shut up! Just shut up! You always take it one step too far. Just leave me alone.
I can't get another word in before she vanishes into the night. I reach out a hand in the darkness like some foolish attempt to stop her, but I know it's pointless. She made her thoughts perfectly clear. She doesn't need or want my help. Even if she cares for me, she doesn't love me in the same way I love her, and I don't think she ever will. I sigh and look up at the thick cloak of clouds above. The rain continues to fall. That was messed up. Like, what was her issue? She asked for help. Like, in the first place, she asked us for like help, and now she doesn't want it. Like, I don't get it. Like, what is, she can't do this, she can't do that. What the hell can you do? I don't get this. This is so confusing. What is her issue? Jesus. But anyways, I think I'll end here for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. またね。